What's up YouTube? For tonight's video, we have a full Pokemon Salt team. Man, this one has been a long time coming. That's what she said. Anyways, this one is for Patreon. If you want your theme team done, you can check it out in the description of the video. Archer Date, this one is for you. I hope you enjoy. Now, guys, I did put a theme team up earlier on tonight. Make sure you go check that out. That was the Mouse Detective team. That's a couple of hours before this. I'm not sure how many people have seen that one yet. But YouTube, I think YouTube may have been doing its sub box glitch thingy. Anyways, let's get to this. Theme teams below in the comment section, people. Do it, go. Any feedback on the video would be wonderful too. Give that like button a little tickle. Okay, this was on my chat as usual. This was against Cloudy Cat. Now, leading with the Quacken here, I'm running a Soak synchronized set. And I've also got Hypnosis on this, and I put Focus Sash on this, and I actually got KO'd by this with Confusion, so I thought I'd put that as the last move there to sort of fit in with the theme. Okay, so we have Ledian coming in here, going for the Soak here to try and turn it into a Water type. Then I can use Synchronize there. Synchronize is a really cool move, and it's got nice base power too. Alright, so Ledian swapping out, doesn't want to be, it doesn't want any of that Synchronize. And now we have the Furfrou coming in. I really can't do anything to this at all. So I thought the best thing would be to, swap this out and send something different in. Okay, so swapping in the Golurk. Now this was a Golurk that countered my team really, really hard. I think it was like a team that was really weak to like fighting types or something. It was like during my streams. There's a video on the Golurk one anyway. So basically, these are all the Pokemon that made me salty, and there's way more than 6. It was quite hard, difficult to pick them all. So I just had the ones that I thought would be funny and work together the best. Now, this was a special Golurk set here, and I've got Rock Polish on this to boost its really bad speed. I've got Charge Beam. I've got Shadow Ball, and I've got Focus Blast. Focus Blast can't actually miss because I've got the No Guard ability. Okay, so I'm going to get kissed by the Pachirisu right on the Band-Aid, and that's going to confuse me there. However, before it actually swapped into the Charge Beam Voltazorb, so that kind of sucked there. So I hit myself in Confusion, never saw that one coming, and I'm getting hit by this Toxic as well, which is really annoying. Now, I could go for Shadow Ball to get some damage on it. That was like what I was thinking here. And I'm just doing that for a little bit of damage on the Pachirisu. Okay, so it does fairly good damage there on Pachirisu. It's somewhat bulky. I'll get a special defense drop, which is nice. Now, I was looking at the team preview, I'm like, well, Pachirisu probably won't take this too well. And there's actually a normal type Pokemon, being the Furfrou and the Bibarel there. So I went for the Focus Blast, expecting the swap in. So one of the two did come in there. I snap out of Confusion, and the Focus Blast is going to land because it's a No Guard. So that was really nice there, getting a lot of damage on the Bibarel there. So here I can go for yet another Focus Blast and finish it off there. It's going to actually take me out with the Poison, my bad there. So that's my goal again, but I got some chip damage on the, well, a little bit more than chip damage on the Bibarel there. I need to take it out before it has like rest or anything, or any recovery at all. Okay, so swapping in Droop here. Now, this was the me first Stantler that I think it hit me like 5 times in a row with, I think it was Fury Cutter. Anyway, so I'm going to retaliate the Bibarel there and get rid of that, so that's down. Now we have the Ledian back in. This is obviously like a stalling set. Most of them are. So I'm going to swap out here. I don't really want to be locked in. Well, I'm not locked in, sorry. I've got freed up moves, and I put on that. I'm trying to remember what the item was. It will come to me in a second. Anyway, so I'm swapping side again just to see what other moves it's got. So it's going to use the Infestation there against me. So that's, it's definitely screaming a Toxic Infestation's head, and probably has like Roost or something like that too. Okay, so soaking the Ledion there. I need to make this a Water type. And now it's going to go for the Silverwind here. So I was like, oh my god, please don't get boost. That would be really, really bad. Okay, so doing a little bit of damage there. So the idea is obviously to trap the opponent in and start spamming Silverwind, hoping for some scummy boosts there. That's fine. Okay, so Synchronize isn't doing too much. Ledian has very nice base special defense anyway, and it's a Psyduck too. The Ledian gets the freaking boost and everything, of course it does, and my Psyduck is definitely going to go rip this turn, and it's going to have like it's going to be like overly bulky there, 2 there. But usually with Ledian, or I have done it before. It needs a couple of boosts there. So one's good, but always another one's really good as well. All right, so it's going to finish me off with another Silverwind here. I was praying that it didn't get another boost because that would start to be a bit of a problem. So Psyduck is down there, but I guess it did its job there, just seeing what moves some of the other Pokemon had there too. Okay, so I thought, well, I could swap in my Lycanroc here. I know that it's not going to kill me with Silverwind. Now, obviously, this was the Rocky MZ Lycanroc that lived on like 1 health. When I used Sigalith with Z Psybeam, it lived on 1 health. I was so salty. Anyway, so going for the Rocky MZ here anyway. Oh, man, look at those guns. Okay, so going for the Rocky MZ Stone Edge here. I've got Howl on this as well, just to boost attack. Its move pool is like really, really shallow as well there. And I've also got Reversal on this one too. Okay, so basically dropping a boulder on Pachirisu here. That's definitely not going to live, and damn, that would have hurt. So that's our Pachirisu down there, which is good getting that way out of the way so I don't get hacked. There was some, speaking of hacks, there was some pretty good hacks that was going to come up soon. Okay, so we're Furfrou. I can't really do too much of this other than go for Howl and try and go for a Stone Edge crit. It's very, very bulky there. Okay, so now it's going to go for the Cotton Guard. Now, I did have 2 Pokemon that could get around it. One was very, very risky, and the other one, it could still work there, but it had its risk as well. So swapping a Ponyta, guys, it's the Hornrill Ponyta. Man, this thing's been used so much, and I've used it, and then it's been used against me. And yeah, man, this thing's been this has been used more than a toilet seat. Anyway, so I get poisoned by the Toxic. Wasn't sure if this had like rest as recovery yet. Normally it does have some sort of recovery. Anyway, so Furfrou is going to go out there, and we have the Ledian coming in here. Since I'm poisoned there, I know the Ledian's going to use Infestation. Hornrill misses, of course it does, and I'm basically just using Hornrill because that was the signature move for this set, like the Rocky MZ was for the Lycanroc, and the Stantler was the Me First, which I had there as well. Okay, so going for Flamethrower. This doesn't have anything in special attack, so I knew it wouldn't do like too much damage. Still does pretty good though, so it's about 3-hit KO. Anyway, so the Ledian's going to go for the Infestation, so I'm like, yeah, bugger it. I'm just, in case this has any sort of healing, I'm just going to go for the Hornrill here and try and take this thing out. We need some Ponyta kills, guys. What do you reckon? Should we get... I kind of want to bring Ponyta back. Well, I kind of want to bring the 1-hit KO team back for another roll of the dice. What do you guys reckon? Let me know in the comments section. Okay, so go for Hornrill now, and it lands, baby, and that's Ledian down. I love the animation. That horn just comes out of nowhere. Okay, so Ledian is down there, which is good. That's a annoying, bulky Pokemon out the way. Okay, so I can get yet another Hornrill off there, probably before I go down. I really actually wanted to get it against a Furfrou because Furfrou was more of a problem than Ledian. Unfortunately, Furfrou is going to swap out there, and we have the Articuno coming in here. So I was kind of like, that's not too bad if I get rid of that. Articuno can be very bulky and solid too, and the Hornrill misses there. But I got one, so I was happy with that, and that is Ponyta down. Now, I do have the Lycanroc left, which can use Stone Edge on the Articuno, so I thought, that's pretty good. Furfrou could swap in, but I could try and set up it with the Howl, so I'll give that one a go. Anyway, so I went for the Stone Edge. Articuno is going to stay in that and get demolished there, so that's good. I was going to say it wouldn't matter if it was a crit or anything there. So, now we have the Gligar. Now, Gligar is very, very bulky in defense there, so I really needed to get around it with a crit. So I went for Crunch Down. I'm like, let's see if I can get a defense drop just for the lols. And I do. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Now the Gligar is going to go for the Toxic there. Obviously, it runs very, very similar to Gliscor. Okay, so instead of having Poison, he'll has immunity too. Which is good too. Okay, anyway, so I thought, well, let's go for another Crunch here. I could go for a Stone Edge after. Wouldn't it be funny if I got like 2 in a row? And guys, I got 2 Crunch defense drops in a row. Then the Gligar used Harden, so I'm like, oh, damn. So I've only got +1 in defense now, so I was like, bugger it. I'm not going to play any games here. I'm poisoned. Let's go for the Stone Edge and see how much damage this will actually do. Has a -1 in defense too, so it should do reasonable damage there, judging on the Crunch. And I get the critical hit there, so that definitely wouldn't have mattered if they were going for Roost the next turn. And that's my, that's the Gligar out of the picture. So the last Pokemon is the Furfrou. I need to take this thing out. I really do need a crit against this thing. I've still got a couple of Pokemon remaining there too. So going for the Crunch to get a defense drop. Furfrou is going to go for the Cotton Guard there. So that's going to boost its defenses really, really big. So I'm guessing it's like max. I'm guessing it was like max health, max special defense. That's normally runs on it, or it could be like an offensive set with Cotton Guard too. That's usually what I see. Anyway, so going for the Stone Edge, they're trying to get like another scummy crit, and it's doing like no damage. So the Cotton Guard is basically at full defense now, so it only needs 2 Cotton Guards because it is a drastic raise in defense there. Okay, so I really... I thought I could use Reversal here with the Toxic bringing me down to health. So with the Reversal, the lower amount of health you got, the more power it's going to do. But it has all those, boosts in defense, so it's not really going to do much at all. But I just went for it anyway. That's probably the most damage that I would have done. Okay, so now it's going to reveal that it's got Rest. So I was like, there's one Pokemon that can beat this. And it's going to be risky. So my Lycanroc Midnight is going to go down, obviously, to the Toxic. Now... the last Pokemon, I really had to include this on my team. It was sort of like... it's probably one of the main saltiest Pokemon that I've ever come across. Okay, so here's my Farah. So this was the Scope Lens Focus Energy set I've got on this. Slash Power Up Punch as well, just to boost my attack. And I've also got Sucker Punch. I did get a sweep with this. If you guys want me to put the Farah sweep up, let me know in the comment section. Okay, so going for Power Up Punch straight off the bat there. Need to get some boost in my attack. So with the crits, I can bypass all those boosts from the Furfrou as well, which is nice. So I'm not going to get walled by that thing at all. Now, it seems it doesn't have anything like Sleep Talk, so it's just going to be sleeping, which is, that's really, really in my favor there. So going for yet another Power-Up Punch here that's doing a lot of damage there. So I want to go for the Slash and finish it off. So I've got 2 Power-Up Punches there, which is good. Now it's going to wake up and use a Toxic. I do avoid it, but I don't think that would have mattered too much there. The next turn or two, I'm going to take it out there if it was going to try and stall me. And, I was able to boost my Power-Up Punch very, very quickly. Okay, so the Slash didn't actually kill there. I was like, oh, rip. And now the Furfrou is going to go for the last result there. It does a lot of damage to me there, but not enough to actually take me out. So I had last result, Toxic, Rest, and Cotton Guard. Okay, so going for Slash here. This is the last Pokemon, and that's the Furfrou down there. But I hope you guys enjoyed that battle. Man, there's some crazy hacks going on that one there. I thought I'd get hacks myself. Alright, so the next battle we have up against Table Jelly on my chat, using the same team as last time. So we have a Luxray lead this time, leading with a Kraken still. I want to, I got to get that Hypnosis happening. Okay, so it's going to have the Intimidate over Guts. Here I can go for Hypnosis, or I could go for Soak. Now it's going to use Hidden Power there, which was interesting. It's also super effective, which tells me it's probably Grass there. So going for the Hypnosis there, which is going to put the Luxray asleep. Now here I can either go for Soak, or I could just go for Confusion there to get a scummy Confusion hacks there. Okay, so they're actually going to stay in there. Going for the Soak there, putting them into the, adding the Water typing to them. Now he was like, they're probably going to swap here, but they wake up and use Hidden Power Grasso. So best start to the battle, 2017. Poor Psyduck there. He's not too happy. Okay, so I can send in my Droopy here and go for the Retaliate. On this, I've got Me First. I've got Retaliate. I've got Jump Kick, and I've also got Bite there. Okay, so Banette's going to come in. I was very, very close for going for Bite. I thought, no, I could just go for Retaliate, but that's how it was. So Banette's going to come in and sponge that. I mean, I could go for some scummy flinches, but I thought, nah, it's a little bit early for that. I might leave that for maybe later on the battle. Okay, so bring in Lycanroc here. I know this thing commonly carries knockoff there, so I didn't want my item knocked off. Now here I could go for the Rockium Z nuke, basically. I kind of called the Luxray coming in because of the Intimidate there. However, Stone Edge Rockium Z is still very, very powerful, so I knew that I'd do like a lot of damage to this anyway, and then I might be able to attack afterwards and finish it off. Okay, so going for the Continental Crush there, just going to drink. And basically another boulder is going to get dropped on the Luxray, man. This is such a savage animation out of all of them. That's probably one of the most savage ones there. Okay, so that still is like a crap load of damage there. Outspeed, going for another Stone Edge, and that is enough to take out the Luxray there, so that was good. It was very, very difficult to, sponge a Z move there, and then a Stone Edge right afterwards. Okay, so Burnett's going to come out there. It's going to, obviously, it never guessed I had Rocky MC. So going for Crunch this time. And since I got a negative and I do too much there, it's still super effective. Now it's going to go for the knockoff there. It doesn't take me out. I just live on 8 health, so I thought, let's go for a play here. I thought it might use something like Sucker Punch, so I went for the Howl. Walrein is actually going to swap in there. Looks pretty interesting there in Moth. So I've got the Howl up, which is nice. Now, I can either go for Reversal or for Stone Edge. I decided to go for Reversal just in case Stone Edge would miss. Does a lot of damage there, but doesn't take it out. Walrein is going to go for the Toxic, which will take out my Lycanroc there. I mean, I could have gone for Stone Edge, which definitely would have been a kill. But I thought to play it safe there was Walrein is going to be quite annoying there and is very, very tanky. But could have Sheer Cold too. Anyway, so my Lycanroc midday is down. Did pretty well there, getting rid of the Luxray, denting Burnett, and putting a serious dent in Walrein. So swapping in Farad here, I need to try and get some crits happening. Now, that's going to go for the Protect here, which is good because I can get a free focus energy up here. Now, I can proceed to go for Power Up Punch on the Walrein. Now, I'm not sure if Walrein is going to be really, really stally or have some sort of, special attacking move presence on there to sort of, scare off my Farad. Anyway, I was like, bugger it. Let's go for Power Up Punch and see how much this does. Does pretty good there. I get a crit and I get an attack boost there. So I was like, the next one's going to get pretty, the next one should kill there. And the Walrein is going to use Toxic on my Farad there. So I know the next turn is probably going to use Protect there to rack up the Toxic. It's also got leftovers there too. I was thinking, should I go for Slash or should I go for Power Up Punch? I was sort of just going over what I should do, or should I swap? Decided to stand and go for Power Up Punch there, and it lives on my 1 health, and it's going to be, it's going to be able to hit me with the Blizzard there, and I'm poisoned, and it's going to rack up really nicely there, and Farah's going to take a lot of damage there. Unfortunately here, the Walrein's going to be able to use Protect next turn, which is going to be really good because I'm going to go down to the Toxic. So I was thinking, well, I could swap here and save Farah for later on. That might be the best play there instead of just sacking it. So swapping out there anyway and swapping the Golok in. Now, I know this got Blizzard. That was quite a risky play there, but I thought that would be the best one there. Okay, so the special Golok here. Now I can go for Focus Miss. I know that I'm going to be able to outspeed and I'm not going to be able to miss either. And that's going to be enough to take out the Walrein there easy on the low health. I did contemplate going for Rock Polish there, but I thought, nah, there's too big a chance that Blizzard's going to wreck me. Okay, so Burnett's going to come in here. I've got Shadow Ball on this thing here, and I know it's in range to actually take it out, so that'd be good. So I'm actually going to outspeed there, and I'm going to take out the Burnett there with the Shadow Ball, which is nice. I was obviously running speed EVs in this thing too, and special attack EVs. I think I ran modest on this. Okay, so we have the Lurantis coming out. There's not much I can really do to this other than go for my main stab. I know that it's going to hit me with some sort of grass attack there. So I get a special defense drop, so I'm like, oh, if it's Contra, it's going to get a boost, but it didn't. It's a physical set there. Okay, so it's got the Sword Dance up. Straight away, it's like the Sword Dance. I'm like, it's probably going to have Solar Blade there. So going for the Shadow Ball yet again there. Does some nice damage due to that special defense drop there. Now it's going to go for the Solar Blade, which is going to have a Power Herb on it, so we'll activate it instantly there. And there's no way I'm going to be able to live this one, even without the Sword Dance. I don't think I wouldn't have lived that one. I was very, it was a sweeping set, not a bulky set. Okay, anyway, so bringing in Farad again. Since it's quite a low range here, and I know that I can go for the Slash here. And I'm not going to outspeed there as well. Shutting the Lurantis down, getting a crit there, which I don't think mattered really too much there. It could have, but I don't think it did. It hits reasonably hard and a stab there too on the Farad. Okay, this is where things start to get interesting. So Turtonaze is going to come out. There's not much I can do other than just go for an attack there. Now the Turtonaze is going to go for the Shell Trap here. I do like Shell Trap. It's a pretty cool move. Unfortunately, I get a crit there, and it's going to be able to kill me with the Shell Trap. I was on low health anyway, so I didn't really want to swap in case it had Shell Smash or something dangerous like that. Okay, so swapping and Droopy now. I could go for the Retaliate here on the full boost Retaliate. Now, that's going to go for a Shell Trap again. Obviously, he knows that I'm only a physical attacker. I didn't have much choice either. Does a lot of damage, but it actually takes it very, very well there. So it's definitely like a fully bulky Turtonator set. Shell Trap does a lot of damage there to me. So I have to swap out Droopy there so I could save it maybe for a little bit later on. Okay, so swapping in Ponytail, guys. I thought it may go for some sort of fire type move. And I did have Flash Fire, so that's really nice. I absorbed that one. And Now I can go for the Hypnosis. Thank God it lands. And guys, I've got the Horn Drill all ready to happen. I think this was the set, right? It was Horn Drill, Morning Sun, Wide Lens, and Hypnosis. Wide Lens for the Hypnosis. So it was a rather interesting set. Okay, so going for the Horn Drill, guys, it hits, and that's Turtonator down. Man, that would have... I had like nothing to take that thing out. I would have had to rely on Stantler coming back in and trying to take it out, which would have been really messy because I'm guessing it probably had rest, I think. Anyway, so Behemoth's going to come out there, going for the Flamethrower since I got a boost from Flashfire earlier on. Since it doesn't have much in special attack and this Behemoth is probably max health, it's not going to be able to take it out or do too much for it. So Ponytail's going to go down. The last Pokemon I've got is Stantler. I can go for the... sorry, I've completely forgotten the move. I could go for Retaliate. I was going to think going for Bite, but I didn't want to be too much of a scumbag. And that's game. I hope you guys enjoyed both these battles. Stick around for those bloopers. Peace out.